you think? Good. Hey, good morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It's July 12th, 2019, and I'm headed into work. I'm not in such a good mood today because I only got 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep last night, and I'm just like, fuck. It's just been a tough week, man. Like, I lose my shit when I'm without Grant for this long. Like, it's only been, 4 days or something? 5 days? I messaged Grant's mom at 8 p.m. last night, and like 30 minutes later, I asked her to have him call me and told her that I missed him. And like 30 minutes later, she messages back and says that he's swimming or whatever, and sends me a picture of him like in the pool, apparently. I don't know, he was underwater. But never had him call me. So I got home about 9. By the time I got unpacked, stuff put away, whatever, it was like 9:30. And I was like, wow, you know, just never had him call me. That's nice, thanks. So, yeah, had a couple drinks last night, and Nikki was talking about bringing up the subject of us moving in and all this stuff, and I was just like, listen, like, I told her last night again, but I keep telling her, she doesn't listen. But I'm like, I gotta get my own place. Like, it's gotta be my own place. I'm like, that's just the way it's gonna have to be. You know, and she's like, well, you know, you don't take me into consideration for future plans and this and that. I'm like, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. I'm like, this isn't fun and games and playing around and stuff. I'm like, you're free to go get your own place wherever you want your place. Like, we're not engaged, we're not married, we've only been together for a year. She really wants to rush everything. And, you know, me having Grant, it's important that I, you know, build and structure my life to take care of us, you know, first. I hate to say it, but like 90% of women are just money and time sinks. You know, they just drain the money from you. And like, they don't get it because it's ingrained in culture. You know, I talk to my other female friends, and you know, like, they're just like, oh yeah, my parents helped me out with this, my parents helped me out with that. When I'm low on money, they'll send me $20, and you know, they'll when I go back to school, they'll buy me stuff for my classroom and this and that, and you know, they're always offering to like buy me food and this and that, and you know, I see these people's lives on like through Facebook and stuff. You know, it's an open window right into their lives, and you know, they don't have any money, but they're going out to eat every single day, like 2-3 meals a day. You have money. It's very interesting, you know, a lot of these women, especially being with them, how like they just don't understand like the etiquette and how things work and stuff, you know, like they just do the bare minimum and then wonder why, like, I'm not impressed. I just, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, you know? Like, I help every single person I'm with. I never give them money, but I always, like, pay for every date and every meal and every activity that we do. And then I'm the one that has to buy all this stuff. You know, you want to go to the range? Yeah, sure. Let me kick in some money for ammo. No, Bob pays for that. Well, that was fun. I want to do it again. It's like, yeah, running 2 guns at the same time is double expensive. So you're gonna, you know, foot the bill to this? Like, I'm not even asking you to buy the guns, but can you like just think and be like, wow, you know, when Bob mentioned that, you know, each round cost 17 cents or whatever it was, maybe I should be like, hey, you know, here's $20 or something, even though that's not even fucking remotely gonna cover it. when I dwell on this too much, I just lose my shit, because I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? Like, these people act like, you know, they're doing well, or they got the world by the balls or whatever, and then they're like, yeah, you know, my parents pay for my car insurance, or, you know, I'm low on money, so, you know, my dad's gonna buy me groceries for, you know, or give me a little bit of money to keep me moving or whatever. And I haven't taken a single dollar from my parents through this whole divorce thing. Yes, they give me a roof over my head. Like, believe me, I'm thankful for that. You know, I am. But, like, fucking people, man. Not only do they live under their parents' roof, but then they fucking steal, like, everything they can. And then they're wondering why guys are like, I don't know if I want to be with this chick. And there's a story for everything. Well, this happened, that happened. You know, I'm going through this, or I needed that, and all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Well, I fell behind because I was only making, $12,000 a year. I'm like, how many jobs were you working? You can make that more than that working at McDonald's. So, like, what were you doing? You know, like, well, I was working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. No, you weren't. And it's tough as a man to not come across as a complete dick. But as guys get older, like, we realize, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Especially old school guys, man. Like, it's tough sacrificing and working your dick off to have somebody else just, come running along, flash their ass at you like, hey, look at me, and then jump on your coattails. And it's like, fuck you, dude. Nikki told me last night that people underestimate her, or I underestimate her, or I think that she's stupid, or this or that, and that's not even the case. I try to talk to her about this stuff. I try to explain things, and she thinks she's got it figured out. Except it's not any near remotely practical. The theory is of just we're gonna move in together and live happily ever after. Like yeah, sure, that'd be great. But, like, it's not cheap. It's not easy. Every fucking woman I've ever been with wants the experience without paying for it. Without sacrificing for it. And their level of commitment and sacrifice and all of that sort of stuff is way different than mine. Way different. Oh, I'm going to cut back on coffee or eating out or this or that, or I'm just not going to do as many activities and this and that. And that's my sacrifice. Yeah, it's been a rough time and all that. Well, guess what? I want to do those things. So it's either I do it without you, or I have to pay for you because you don't have any money. And I can't stress this enough. This is way deeper than just a money issue. It's almost like a political type of stance, where it's like a Democrat type of stance or whatever, where they just have this concept of like, well, we're together, so like, you got all this nice stuff, so I should have it all, or I need it all, or why can't I have it? It's not that you can't have it. But the deeper, like, philosophical aspect of it is, that scarcity of money or always being dependent on somebody, it changes everything in your fucking brain. It changes the way these people and these women think. And that's what just fucking just irks me, man. And with Nikki, I see it in her parents, and it's bad. But she's following suit. She's had, for over 10 years, people telling her, you need to move out. Well, but I gotta do this, and, you know, they help me with that, and, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're not getting it. It impacts you on every single level. And this doesn't, it no longer is a money thing, because now she's making money. Now she has money. These are the things that I need to, like, teach Grant and explain to him that, like, you know, I gotta raise him to be independent. And not just warn him, but show him the pitfalls of everyone else that isn't. And this is the hardest, like, vlog I've had to make in a long time, because, like, I'm living in my parents' house. But there's so many people my age living with their parents that are zapping the fuck out of their parents. Their money, their food, their fucking everything, their time. You know, how many people are pawning off their kids on their parents? Their kids. So on the grandparents. And it's not just, hey, can you go babysit them a little bit or whatever here and there. It's like, nah, I'm gonna go out to the bar. You know, can you watch my kid? Or I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go party or whatever it is. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? A lot of this also ties into Grant's mom. A lot. And that's probably why I'm so pissed off and so fired up over it, you know? Like, that was the one thing that I really, really liked about Rochelle, was she was completely 140% independent. Financially, physically, all of that sort of stuff. But she, you know, we were of the same mindset, essentially, or basically. Like, yeah. We're definitely on the same page about that. It's just, I wasn't as attractive to her because I lived with my parents. Glimmer wears off, what's actually underneath. And I talking with Nikki last night, I told her that, you know, words are just words, man. I'm more old school and old fashioned in the aspect of actions speak louder than words to me. Like, this shit about her parents not wanting to move until she's gone and this and that, because then they don't have to, you know, find a place that's good for her or what, like, whatever. I don't even know. It's just fucking bullshit. They've been saying that for 20 years now. At least 15 years. She made a comment last night, well, if I could afford to, I would just take over this place that she's living in, and then my parents could move and all this stuff. But she's like, I can't afford it yet. And I'm like, why would you take over? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you even, like, what? Well, but I grew up in this city for my whole life, and this, I'm like, who gives a fuck, dude? Move closer to work. Move closer to what matters to you. Your city matters to you? Like, what is this fucking, 15th century, fjords and castles and shit? Like, what? But at the same time, that gets me furious too, because I'm literally stuck where I'm at physically, or topographically, or whatever. Like, you know, at least until Grant's 18 or whatever. But yeah, so another 11 years. I gotta be in the same city roughly, or at least close to his mom. These fuckers don't realize what it takes in terms of sacrifice. They just think like, well, that's the way it is, so, you know, why complain about it? Why are you bitching about it? Grant's mom, he gets to take the bus to and from her house every day that she has him. How much money do you think it costs me to have to drive to drop him off to school every fucking day? Or to drive to work from his school, which is even further than the house. Driving 500-600 miles, it's not even a month. It's almost like every 2 weeks or something, or every week, is absolutely nuts. So how much of my work and all that I do, like, how much time do I spend working to pay for all that stuff? And people don't fucking get it. You know, married couples that have kids that live in the same house, they don't fucking get it. They don't have to drive extra to bring their kid to school and all the shit. Some do, but they don't have to drive to go on dates across the fucking state practically. Well, not really, but I'm just saying, like, it is so critical that I just get my own fucking place. And then if something goes down, I can say, you know what, we're done. Get your shit, get the fuck out of here. Thanks. See you out there. Or I control who I let in and out. I've had a lot of friends and a lot of people that I've known over the years that have gone through the same situation, but they're females, so they're on the other end of it, where they didn't have shit going into the relationship. They didn't have dick, and the guy was very adamant about wanting to have his own stuff, keep his own stuff, and all of that. One of my best friends went through that, and this guy took her in, you know, gave her a place, all that shit. I think she might have paid like 1 or 2 utilities. And then when she finally came up, you know, started making some big bucks and all that stuff, did she reciprocate? No, not at all. Hey, I want a divorce. I'm not happy. Essentially ended up kicking him out what was originally his place, taking that over, because now of course she can afford it, spend, you know, 5+ years or whatever, making good money now, you know, on her own, independent. Get the fuck out. That might have also happened to me, more or less. I had to support Grant's mom when she didn't have shit. I was the one that was there every fucking day when she was unemployed, underemployed. I paid her student loans. I paid her fucking car loan. All this shit when she lost her job. She finally comes up. Guess what happened? See ya. I gotta go. Thanks for, you know, 5 or 10 years or whatever it was. These fuckers enter into these relationships with nothing. No retirement, no savings, no assets, upside down on their cars. And then they wonder why I'm so fucking salty, and why I don't trust them, or why I'm pissed off. Alright, it's Friday. This is load number 1. I had the bright idea of backing the trailer up into this. This is the new unit.
Hey, how's it going?
You get to film it.
Okay, here we go.
Yell loudly if I'm gonna hit anything.
I will do that.
This might make our life easier though.
I think it will. He's looking good. He's gonna back it right in. Keep going, you're good. You're good. Wow. Yep, perfect, babe. It should be okay. We have to make sure this doesn't hit the wall, but other than that, it should be okay.
First try, too.
Yeah, look at that. He's good.
All right, cool.
I think my face is really big right there.
It was like 7 o'clock already, so we got to get this party started. But
Yep.
I wonder if I should back it up, and so that way it goes even straighter. It'll even go straighter. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. Collapsed and started.
You're okay. Calm down. Calm down. Shh. Okay, you're okay. You see your eyes twitching like that?
Patches used to do that. He had seizures. But he was little, so I could hold him.
I just didn't know she was going to freak out and bite. Sophie, you okay? You're okay.
It's okay, so.
You're okay, baby.
Oh my goodness.
You're okay. Lay down. Lay down.
It's okay, so. She's okay.
You're all right.
Okay.
What, she got up here and just tipped over?
She got up and she just fell over and started, her legs went out. I'm like, oh my God, this is like what happened to my patches. He used to do it a lot. We used to have to hold him. You okay? She's breathing okay now.